So we're opening the episode with Sheree getting some type of acupuncture, and she's with her daughter and her sister. This is before she got the fillers to look like Drew. I can't wait to see what episode she just gets Drew's face. Over with Marlo Amos, she's talking about her good morning text from her friendly felon. Meanwhile, across town, we've got Sanya hosting her first fundraiser to raise $50,000. Her MC dropped out, so she gonna ask Kenya to do it. Sanya, I don't know why you would involve a cretin like Kenya who's going to make it all about her and try to toss somebody out of your event. You know, there can't be an event with Kenya without Kenya trying to get somebody to leave. But you gonna learn today, Sanya. You gonna learn. Over with Kenya Moore, hair care. She's having a photo shoot and has invited Monietta. I don't know if we should call her Monietta the Mute or Monietta the Pointless. Let me know in the comments because I'm torn. Maybe we can use them interchangeably. Oh, you can see Brooklyn is a really happy little girl and she idolizes Kenya. That makes me think she's probably a nice lady in real life and just awful on the show. Oh, Lord, Kenya's got a man on camera, and he doesn't look paid. Knock me over with a feather and call me Pearl. He brought food. Okay, this is a real relationship. He kind of looks like Mauricio when you think about it. I mean, it's healthy goodies from his restaurant, but still, he brought food. That's a man. And he's into Kenya. So Sanya calls Kenya and asks her to be a part of her Mommy Nation charity. And of course, Kenya's upset that Sanya didn't go through her agent because Kenya wants her coin. You got one more strike. You got one more plot line. You had no more strikes with us with all these bought boyfriends, but we put up with you anyway. So go on and support Sanya. Over with Drew, you know what's not going on? Acting. That's not what's going on. But she is telling her Badinsky family how her son is doing well in school. Is this the son that Ralph won't adopt? That same son? Just wanted to be sure. However, we now have a gathering of all the original housewives. Well, except for Nene. You know, I forgot all about her. I knew there was someone missing. I guess that's why they had that empty chair. Wait a minute. See, production could have called me. I could have sent them this wig. They could have put this wig on that chair. We have Sheree, can't pay. We have Grand Dragon Zolciak, Lisa Who Fartwell, whose husband we were always interested in more than you. And last and least, Jon Snow, the forgettable. Oh, Lord, I don't know why she has on this new devotional wig. Well, wiglet. It's a wiglet. It's giving very Karen Clark to Sean. Oh, God, Kim. Ooh, your face looks like an unnatural mask. I don't know what is crawling across your face, but I can't call those lips. They look like collagen caterpillars. I mean, that is ugly. Well, it's ugly as you are on the inside, so it's appropriate. That nose looks like it's gonna fall off. I want to know if Jon Snow is going to speak on that lawsuit that she had. Oh, God, Lisa, you're trying to have a moment with Kim. Don't nobody care about you. You ain't getting no spinoff. But September 5th, 2019, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, Jon Snow was involved in a $157,000 civil lawsuit. The company Thrivis claims it gave Jon Snow's company, DSC Holdings, $150,000 on a supposed commission of $750,000 for the purchase of 22 carats of diamonds. But Thrivis said it was convinced the deal was a sham, only meant to provide Jon Snow with a basis to secure another advance to fund her lifestyle. Things seemed to be going well when DSC Holdings allegedly agreed to an arbitration award of $250,000, but Thrivis said it hasn't received any of it, which is why they sued, saying they owe $345,000 in compensatory damages plus an additional $1 million in punitive. However, there's nothing else about the lawsuit out there. That's all that comes up. So I guess they settled. I guess she paid him. But why don't you fill us in on that, Jon? That's what we're interested in with you. You're fraud. Finally, something interesting about you. And then again, you can't be a housewife without a little fraud. Other than Candy and Garcelle, I feel like they all have a little fraud to them. Lisa gonna say we should do a vacation. Nobody wants to see your ultimate girls trip. We don't. We don't. You are. I wish they hadn't even let you on set. You are trying so hard and achieving so little. She's just chewing the scenery. Oh, God. So she can't pay. Whitfield announces her little trip to Portugal. She's going to try to get the girls back together. And Grand Drag Zolciak gonna say, oh, Kenya's still alive? Well, your face is dead. So yes, Kenya is still alive. I mean, I don't know about her left ass cheek, but your whole face is deceased. You don't touch the kids. Don't nobody give a crap about your little cash registers. And what did your daughter grow up to become? A hoe. You got a 26-year-old daughter without a lick of a career. What's she doing for money? She a hoe, and we know. So Lisa brings up the fact that they about to put Kim out on the street. But then we get to talking about everybody else's divorce, and Deshawn said that she was surprised, but your husband was never really there, and he never really, looked at you like he cared. But I could see you missing out on the points in your own marriage, like you have in life. Lisa said her man beat her to the divorce punch, and then went and got Keisha Knight Pulliam pregnant. I truly and deeply believe this whole Kim and Croy getting divorced thing was just to get the ratings up on this episode so Kim could call Bravo and say, ooh, they're interested. I got a storyline. Gimme, pay me. And make that check out direct to the IRS. Grand Drag Zolciak said she patched things up with Candy at Portia's nuptials to Esther Roll. So after dinner with the OGs, we head over to Sanya's fundraiser. Oh, Sanya's boring family plotline. Honey, I don't care. I don't know how you're going to deal with another baby and you can't even tell your sister your schedule. But this really seems like it's just something so you have something to say. You really not going to tell your hairdresser when to be there and you're going to be looking raggedy on camera? Okay, heifer, that's plausible. Okay, but let's talk about the Mommy Nation fashions. Sanya, this is a very Lisa Rinna suit, but it's serviceable at this hour. Monietta, your outfit is as beige and forgettable as your personality. Kenya, you looked like shit. Marlo, the shoe is good, but the coat is a yawn. No lip Courtney, no fucks given. We did not need to give Candy the 69 paddle for your little auction because I've heard enough about her bedroom candy, her bussy, and her entire sex life. Once I hear about how you farted in your man's face, we're finished. Once there's a fleck of a feces, you're done with Mimi. Oh, God. Kenya Moore calls whining about I'm going to be separated from my plus one. Ain't you supposed to be emceeing or doing an auction or something? Worry about your work, heifer. Then you're going to show up an hour and a half late. You going to say better late than ugly, but your attitude is hideous, and you're bringing that. But then we get to talk about Marlo Amos, and she tells us about her friendly felon, and they got along because she was able to tell him about her acid reflux, because, she goes, oh, and he was able to take it. But don't nobody see her with this average pocket man. Sanya gonna say because Candy showed up to her event, it's giving Candy's favorite. No, it's giving she needed to shoot a scene, and nobody wants to be bothered with Drew. Oh, God, Drew. Is this what? Oh, Jesus. Is this a hair barrette, a hair piece? What is it and why? I mean, it looks crispy. It looks crunchy. Sanya brings out Cairo to surprise Sheree. Kenya, what in the Project Runway hell is this Ruffles and Bows tea room disaster of a dress? It looks like it got caught in the sewing machine. And then Kenya says, oh, we're going to raise 100,000. Sanya's like, what? Now, Kenya loves to speak on other people's pockets. Let's not forget her coming up with that bet with Nene to give the Detroit public school systems $20,000. And Nene sunned your butt. Let you write a check and wait on hers. And she said, oh, I'll let you wait. I'll be embarrassed. And you'll be out 20 grand that your white refrigerating ass didn't have. Candy was like, oh yeah, y'all better be coming up with 50,000 because I ain't. So Kenya came out with her 5 grand. Candy said, well, if we all put 7 on the table, we could come up with 50 ourselves. Y'all could, well, Drew can't come up with seven. When Candy said, Drew, you got your seven, Drew, no, she ain't got seven. She ain't got five. She's a $200 girl. Where do they have apartments that are $1,257? Where? That might get me. Where? Girl, I don't know why Drew or Sheree even put their paddles up. I guess to just lie. We know by the time we get to the reunion, nobody will have said anything except Candy. Candy will have her canceled check. So they made 78,000, but then you gotta subtract Drew and Sheree. So really 68,000. And I take Marlowe's off too, so 63,000. All right, well that was the shit. Let's get to Crappy Lake.